Hey, welcome everybody. We are replaying a high school playoff game between the Clark Cougars and the Johnson High School team. I'm not totally sure if they're called the Cougars as well, but it's Johnson versus Clark in a replay of Game 3 of their playoff series in San Antonio, Texas in 2019. We'll be using the actual lineups that played in that game. We'll be using a game system called History Maker Baseball. In reality, this game was won. It was a close one. I believe it was 5-3. I have to double check that. By Johnson. It's going to be Jack Payne on the mound for the Clark Cougars, and for Johnson it's going to be Dylan Johnson, who also plays shortstop for them. In today's game, he'll be pitching and batting fifth. So let's start with the lineups for the Clark Cougars. It's going to be Ryan Silva leading it off. He's playing left field. Marcus Cortez in right field batting second. Ben Hooper at catcher batting third. Aiden Falkowitz batting cleanup, playing first base. The center fielder is Jacob Rayfield. He's batting fifth. At third base, batting sixth is Benny Portilla. Batting seventh is Anthony Silva, and that's Ryan's younger brother. He's at shortstop. Batting eighth is Cody Edwards. He'll be the DH. And batting ninth, it's going to be Jeremy Anaya. Now, how do we, the cards are made based on stats. Some of the stats were intuitive. Other stats were actual data that was collected through the course of the season and so on. For Johnson, the data is based on the 3 games that I was able to see them. So that's a little bit different. Some of the Clark team data is based on a season-long accumulation of statistics. So we're going to be rolling dice over to our left. The cards are going to be in the center, and leading it off, visiting are the Cougars, the Clark Cougars, and I'm going to be facing Dylan Johnson, and we're ready to roll here. So let's get started. Now we're going to be using a little book here the dice will lead us to the qualities of the player, and then that will lead us to a result in a book, and it has a few pages. The primary 2 pages that you use are page 4 and 5. It's called History Maker Baseball, and you're welcome to contact me about more information about this game and how to get a set of cards with your team or your kids' team as well. All right, here goes. And now it's going to be, the way you read this is the lower to the higher, so it's 455. 455 is going to ask me, is the pitcher flash? He is star and control. He is not flash. Ask me if the batter is a home run king. Ryan Silva is not a home run king. So it's a ground out to the first baseman, and that's post. So that's going to be G, ground out to the third, to 3, which is the first baseman. Next batter is Marcus Cortez with 1 out in the top of the first. Big crowd, as you can tell, as you can hear in the background, here in San Antonio, Texas for this game. It's going to be a 1-3-6. A 1-3-6 asks us, is the pitcher an ace? He is not. He is star in control. He's not an ace. And next is the batter whiffer or cold? The batter is not a whiffer or cold. 1-3-6. So finally it goes to infield drama, and that's on another page. And we're going to pull a card with two dice results. It's a 4-6. Infield drama 4-6. It asks me, is the shortstop gold? Cardena is the shortstop, and I doubt Cardena is gold. He is not gold. Okay, so we had a 4 a 4-6 result in infield drama. He's not gold, so otherwise batter safe at first on an error. So Cardena boots it. This allows Cortez to reach first base. So Cortez is on at first, and now it's Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper steps to the plate as a right-handed batter, a senior at Clark Varsity. A 3-4-5. 3-4-5. So here's the pitch to Clark Hooper. And a 3-4-5 asks me if the catcher is iron. He is not. Ask me if Hooper is good eye. He is not. It's a strikeout. It's a strikeout, and there's 2 out now. That's going to take us to the blue baseball chart called the Right Now chart. Now, in this game, you can recreate some of the drama. And in this game, Hooper had 2 hits. Nobody else had 2 hits. So what we're going to do is we're going to make him the hot. He'll be the hot batter. Steal rating. He'll be hot. There you go. And then the cold batter, who didn't get a hit, and that'll be the cold batter is going to be Silva, because he didn't get a hit in this game. And for the we'll do it for Johnson when we get to them. Clark Varsity, Johnson Varsity. There you go. All right, runners on first. There's 2 outs, and it's Aiden Falkowitz. Now, Aiden Falkowitz demonstrated good power throughout the season for Clark Varsity. He's a senior as well. This be a 1-1. Oh, wait. For this case, because we're in the Right Now chart, and I forgot about that, we got to pull a card. And that's going to give us a 5-5 result. So we're going to look at a 5-5 result. It says timeout, conference at the mound, play resumes, batter draws a base on balls. So they decided basically not to pitch to Aiden Falkowitz to put him on. And we go to Jacob Rayfield batting 5th. He's playing center field. We go back to the regular chart now. All right, it's going to be a 1-3-4. A 1-3-4 is a gold catcher, no. I do not think Jimenez is a gold catcher. He is not. So it's 1-3-4, gold catcher, no. Champion. Is Rayfield the champion? He is not. It's an outfield drama. So this takes us to page 2. Outfield drama. We've got to pull the card. We're going to get 2 digits. 5-6. Outfield drama 5-6. It says left fielder iron. The left fielder is Spanley. His name is actually Parker Spanley, and he is an average outfielder. So we had what? 5-6. Otherwise, a looping fly ball lands in the glove, a fly out. Let's say fly ball left field, Spanley right there, and that retires the side. But the Johnson team leaves 2, and at the end of half an inning of play, no score. Now we'll be minimizing the use of bunt and hit and run and a lot of pitching changes and pinch runners. We'll be minimizing all that just to get this game going, keep it going. And it's going to be the pitcher, Jack. Got to find Jack now. Here are the other players. All the players are here. Jack Payne. He's going to be facing Dominic Tamez, the catcher. Here's the pitch to Tamez. It's a 2-5-5. 2-5-5, and that asks me, is the pitcher a star? Jack Payne is a star. So 2-5-5, that's a strikeout. So Tamez goes down swinging. 1 out. And next is going to be Donovan Sanders. 1-2-4. Is he a control pitcher? Is Payne a control pitcher? He is not. 1-2-4. Eager. He is Donovan Sanders eager? He is not. 1-2-4. Base on balls. And he is semi-active. Decided Die says he is not active, so he does not steal. So that's one out, and Sanders is on with a walk. Hendershot, Kai Hendershot. Here's a pitch. It's a 3-5-5. Asked me if the pitcher's a struggler. He is not. Champion. The batter is not a champion. And then it's a ground ball to second base. It's going to be a fielder's choice. Unless he's a whiffer, and he is not. So it's a 4-6. Fielder's choice. And Hendershot is on at first. Trades places with Sanders. Throw back to first, not nearly in time. And Post now. His name is Tyler Post. Here's the pitch. It's 1-1-6. 1-1-6. Is the pitcher fresh? He is. That's strike two. And that's the end of an inning of play. No score here in San Antonio. We're replaying the game between the Clark varsity and the Johnson varsity teams. Leading off for the varsity in the top of the second is going to be Benny Portilla, the third baseman. And that's a 3-6-6. A 3-6-6 asks me if he's a pinch hitter. Otherwise, it's lifted to center field. Right there is Munson. Puts it away. One away. Anthony Silva now. Freshman, shortstop, 1-5-5. Asked me if he's a home run king. He is not. It's a fly ball. Shallow center. Right there is Munson. 2 retired. And next is Cody Edwards, the designated hitter. It's a 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Asked me if the pitcher's a struggler. He is not. Champion or patient. Cody Edwards is not. It's going to be infield drama. We're going to have to pull a card. The infield drama, it's a 1-6. A 1-6. It's going to be shortstop Gold. He is not. Otherwise, a sharp liner through short. So it's a ball that gets through the hole into left field. It's a hit for Cody Edwards. And next is the second baseman, Jeremy Anaya. There's the pitch. That's a 2-3-3. 2-3-3. Asked me if Johnson is an ace or a star. He's a star, so it's a ground ball, shortstop. And Cardenas flips to the second baseman. I'm trying to figure out who the second baseman is. Hold on a second. Left field, right field. Let's see the second in the other games. Second baseman was Leonel Parra, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leonel Parra. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. the pitcher's batting. I guess the pitcher's batting for the second baseman. Okay, that's what happened. All right, pitcher's batting for the second baseman, or the second. Actually, the Hendershot is batting for the second baseman. There you go. Pitcher's batting for himself. That's what threw me off. That's going to be side retired, and we are Jeremy Anaya now with a runner on first. 2-3-3. Let's see where we were. Let's backtrack now. Grounded is short. It's going to be a 6-4. Put out, and that retires the side. Go to the bottom of the second. No score here. It's Johnson versus Clark, varsity, 2019. Jack Payne on the mound for the Clark varsity team. Jack Payne is going to face his adversary, pitcher Dylan Johnson. Here's the pitch. Say 2-3-3. 2-3-3 says ace or star. Jack Payne is an ace and a star, so that's going to be a ground ball to short. Up with it is Silva, fires to first and gets Johnson one away in the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Jack Payne deals to Cardona. It's a 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Ask me if Payne is an ace or a star. He is. That's popped up. High pop to the right side. Right there is Falkowitz, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And it's Josh Keating, the third baseman. 1-4-6. Ask me if Payne is flash. He's double flash. So that's a strikeout. Third strikeout for Jack. And that's all she wrote. 2 innings of play and no score. Now for Clark varsity is going to be Cortez, Hooper, and Falkowitz coming up. Dylan Johnson on the mound. He's a right-hander. Here's the pitch to, Ryan Silva leading it off. Ryan Silva, 1-1-6, and pitcher's still fresh. Actually, he'll be fresh. No, you know what? It's going to be semi-fresh. Side that says he is. Actually, we're going to do, since this is a 7-inning game, I have to modify it a little bit. We're going to do 3 of fresh, 2 of semi-fresh, and 2 of not at all. So, he is fresh. That's going to be 1-6. That's a strikeout. Silva down swinging. Let's fix this a little bit here. There we go. There we go. All right, so 1 out. That's a second strikeout for Johnson. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Next is Cortez. Oh, here he is. Kind of got lost on us. Cortez is up next. Marcus Cortez. And avoid. Let me move this back just a little bit so there's no shade there. All right. Here's the pitch to Marcus Cortez. 4-4-6. 4-4-6. Asked me if Johnson's a star, and he is. 4-4-6. Ground ball, second base. Over to first. 2 out. And it's Ben Hooper. Ben Hooper struck out in the 1st inning. That's a 2-4-5. 2-4-5. Asked me if Ben Hooper's a hero. He's not. So it's popped up to the right side. Right there's the second baseman, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. And we go to the bottom half of the 3rd. No score. Now we're going to start off on the experience chart. And it's going to be Spanley, Munson, and Temez facing Jack Payne. Jack Payne looks in for the sign against Parker Spanley. Spanley is the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Oh, we actually have to pull a card for this because we're on the player experience chart. So 1-4. A 1-4 tells us prospect batter. No, otherwise it's a bloop single. So that drops in front of the left fielder. And Spanley's on at first. Aaron Munson. It could be Eric. Not totally sure about that. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-3-4. Oh, went the wrong direction in the book. All right, a 1-3-4. Ask me if the catcher is gold. No. Champion. Is Munson a champion? He is not. It's going to be outfield drama. We're going to have to pull a card for that. And that tells us it's a 3-5. Outfield drama. Left fielder gold. Actually, the left fielder is semi-gold. That's Ryan Silver in left field. He's semi-gold. But the decider die doesn't say he's gold. So otherwise, it's a looping ball that drops in for a double. And that's a 3. So with a 3, we're looking at base running, runner on third base, hold, runners advance, 2 bases on any hit. So it's going to be second and third now. Second and third, a double by Munson. A ball that Silva, who has outstanding range, just missed getting to, but got it in quickly. And it's second and third now, so the Johnson varsity are threatening to put some runs on the board. It's going to be Dominic Tamez. Infield's going to play back, just trying to get avoid this being a big inning. Here's the pitch to Tamez. Say 1-2-3, a 1-2-3, both flash and fresh, and he is. Not only that, he's double flash. So he's flash. Well, this okay. He's flash and fresh. So that's going to be a strikeout. So Tamez strikes out for the second time, and that's out number 1. And now we have Donovan Sanders, and that's going to be a 4.66. Donovan Sanders, a 4.66. Ask me if the pitcher's wild. Jack Payne, do not have him down as wild. Home run king or slugger. Sanders is a hero and a champion. So he's not a home run king or a slugger. 4.66 is a single to left field. And runners advance 1 base. Runners advance 2 bases on singles. So it's a 2-run single. Around to score is Spanley, followed by Munson. A 1-out, 2-run single by Sanders puts the Johnson varsity team up by a score of 2-0. All right, Jack Payne versus Kai Hendershot. So 1-3-4. 1-3-4 goal catcher, no champion. No, it's going to be outfield drama. Outfield drama, we're going to pull the card again. We get a 5-5. Outfield right fielder iron. No, he is not. Otherwise, drive to gap, handle easily, fly out. Now let's see, we rolled a what? We pulled a 5. A 5 says runner on third scores on a sacrifice fly, but there's nobody on third, so that's a fly ball. Cortez is right there under it, puts it away. 2 out now, and it's Tyler Post. Post struck out in the first inning. Here's the pitch. 1-3-4. Goal catcher, no champion. Tyler Post is not a champion. It's going to be outfield drama again. We keep on rolling the same number. So we're going to have to pull another card. Outfield drama, that's a 1-3. 1-3 center fielder iron, no. Otherwise it's a lunging catch. Great catch by the center fielder, Rayfield. And that retires the side, but not before the Johnson varsity team picks up 2 runs on 3 hits, and they lead it by a score of 2-0, going to the top of the 4th. Now we're using History Maker Baseball to replay the Game 3, the deciding game between the Clark Cougars and Johnson Varsity. It's Aiden Falkowitz leading it off for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. 2-2-2. I'm going to look in the book and see what that says. It asks us, is the nothing for the pitcher. It goes to, is the batter a sad sack? He is not. It's going to be a double to center field, unless he's a home run king, which he is not. So that's Aiden Falkowitz. Lines one over the center fielder's head. Cruises into second with an extra base hit. And it's Jacob Rayfield. Here's the pitch. So 1-2-6. Is the pitcher fresh? Well, now in the 4th, he's semi-fresh. The decided die says he is. 1-2-6, line out and caught by the second baseman. One away. Next is Benny Portilla, third baseman for Clark. He's a senior heading out. Here's the pitch. A 1-2-3. Asked me both flash and fresh. He's not fresh. 1-2-3, ground ball to shortstop. They look at Falkowitz, back to second. 2 outs. And it's Anthony Silva. Here's the pitch from Dylan Johnson to Anthony Silva, 3-6-6. Asked me if he's a pinch hitter. That's fly ball, lifted sky high, center field. Back goes the second baseman. In comes the center fielder. Center fielder calls him off, and that retires the side. Go to the bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Johnson. The 2 runs coming on a 1-out single by Sanders, Donovan Sanders. Dylan Johnson right now leading it off. In the bottom of the 4th, here's the pitch to Dylan Johnson. 1-1-1, ace. Jack Payne is an ace. That's a ground ball, third base. Portilla up with it, fires to first for out number 1. Next is Chris Cardona. It's a 1-1-12 flash. It's a double flash, so that's a strikeout. Down swinging goes Cardona. The next batter is Keating. Comes to the plate, and he strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts because Payne is double flash. He has 4 strikeouts on the day, and that retires the side. Go to the top of the 5th, and it's a 2-0 Johnson lead in the top of the 5th inning. We're going to see Edwards, Anaya, and Silva in the top of the 5th against Dylan Johnson. Cody Edwards, he singled in his at bat in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 1. 3-4-6. Asked me if the batter is eager. He is not. It's a base on balls, and he's not active, so he does not steal. But the Clark Varsity has a runner on first. Jeremy Anaya now is going to bat. Second baseman. 1-2-6. Asked me, is the pitcher fresh? He is not. Is the batter sad sack? He is not. And that's a single past second base. And runner is going to stop at second, advance 1 base on hits. So it's first and second. Coach at third base going to hold him up. That's going to be Ryan Silva. Now, Ryan Silva led the league in hitting in 2018-2019. So he's the guy you want up in this situation. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Dylan Johnson on the mound for Johnson Varsity. And here's the pitch to Ryan Silva now. That was a 1-2-6. That's going to take us to the blue right now. The baseball right now chart. And the pitcher's cold, so that may be an advantage for Clark. Roll a 2-2 baseball right now. It's going to ask me cold pitcher, yes. Shaky pitch knocked deep toward left field fence. Okay, so we're going to go to a fence chart, a fence lookup chart. And this may be extra bases. We're under the other chart where a 6, we roll one die. A 6 would be a home run. A 4 and a 5 is a triple. A 1, 2, 3 is a double. That's a deep drive to left field. Back goes the left fielder to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Clark has taken the lead by a score of 3-2 with a 3-run shot over the left field wall by Ryan Silva. And he's being mobbed at home plate by his teammates. And Dylan Johnson wishes he had that pitch back. Edwards comes in to score. Anaya comes in to score. And Silva connects for a 3-run shot. And that brings up Cortez, Marcus Cortez. The Clark varsity team is now up 3-2 here in the top of the 5th with a big 3-run home run by Ryan Silva. Marcus Cortez, here's the pitch, nobody out. 2-4-4. 2-4-4. Ace, pitcher's not an ace, champion. Cortez is a semi-champion. Decided Die says he is. And 2-4-4, we're going to have to go back. That's a single to center field. Line drive, frozen rope to center field for Marcus Cortez. Ben Hooper now. Now there's definitely some action in the Johnson bullpen. Can't really make out who that is out there, but somebody's warming up. Ben Hooper. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive base runners. So 1-3-6. Ace, he is not whiffer or cold. Batter is not whiffer or cold. Infield drama. See what happens there. Go to page 2. Pull a card. That's a 4-5. 4-5 shortstop iron. He is not. Otherwise bobble ball, but on time throw. Batter out. That's a 4. Runners advance 1 base on ground out. So it's going to be a what was it again? It was yeah, 6-3 runner advances. So Cortez is on at second now with Aiden Falkowitz. Falkowitz is 1 for 1. He walked and doubled. It's a 1-3-3. And nothing under the pitcher. Then we go to the batter. Ask me if the batter is a slugger. He is not considered a slugger. It's fly ball, left field. Let's see. Fly out, runners hold. Okay, 2 out now. And it's Jacob Rayfield. 1-1-5. Is the batter fresh? He still could be fresh, and he is. And 1-1-5 is a pop-up. The shortstop, Cardona, makes the catch. That retires the side, but not before. Clark varsity comes up with 3 big runs on the 3-run home run by Ryan Silva. And they lead it going into the bottom of the 5th. The Clark Cougars lead it by a score of 3-2. Parker Spanley going to lead it off. He's 1 for 1 against Jack Payne. Here's the pitch from Jack. Say 1-2-5. 1-2-5 struggler, no. Patient. Batter is not patient. Ground ball, third base. Dribbler. A running pickup by the third baseman Portilla. Fires to first and gets him by a step. 1 away. Great play by the third baseman. And it's Munson now, Aaron Munson. And here's the pitch from Payne. It's a 1-2-6. Is the batter fresh? He is a pitcher fresh. Yes, he is. And that's a strikeout. 1-2-6 fresh. Oh, no, excuse me. Line out to the second baseman, Anaya. 2 out. And bottom of the 5th. 3-2 Clark. 2 outs. It's Tamez, who struck out twice against Payne. Here's the pitch. It's 5-5-6. 5-5-6. Ask me if Payne is an ace. He is. And that's line and caught by Portilla, and that retires the side. Go to the top of the 6th now. Portilla is going to be leading it off against Dylan Johnson. Benny Portilla Sr. had a close to 500 on base percentage, so he is not shy about taking his walks. Top of the 6th, 3-2, Clark ahead. It's a 3-5-6. 3-5-6. Is he the same side as the pitcher, righty versus righty? Yes, and that's a strikeout. Portilla goes down swinging. And that's strikeout number 3, out number 1 now in the top of the 6th. Anthony Silva, 1-3-4. And 1-3-4 asks us, is the catcher gold? No, champion. Silva's not a champion yet. Outfield drama takes us to the outfield drama where we have to pull a card. We look at the numbers. It's a 3-4 outfield drama. 3-4 left fielder iron, no. So it's an easy fly ball to left. Right there is Spanley, 2 out. And it's Cody Edwards. Cody Edwards is singled and walked. He's 1 for 1. Scored a run. It's the pitch from Dylan Johnson. 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Acer star. And Dylan Johnson is a star. So that's popped up right side. Right there is the first baseman. Post. Makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Clark 3, Johnson 2. This is the elimination game, game 3 of their 3-game series to move on in the playoffs. Jack Payne still on the mound for the Clark Cougars. Here's the pitch to Parker. I'm sorry. It's gonna be Donovan Sanders. It's the pitch. 3-5-5. 3-5-5. Ask me if the pitcher's a struggler. He is not. Is Donovan Sanders a champion? He is. 3-5-5. That's going to be that's going to be a ball driven in the gap. And Rayfield after it gets it in quickly, but that's going to be a leadoff double by Sanders. And that's trouble because that puts the tying run. That puts the tying run at second base now with nobody out. Kai Hendershot. Here's the pitch from Payne. 4-5-6. 4-5-6. Nothing under the pitcher. Ask me if Kai is patient. He is not. It's a fly ball, center field. And runner on third base scores. Otherwise, nobody advances. Shallow center field. Sanders is going to hold. 4-5-6. That's going to put us into the chemistry chart. And for this game, because Clark won the last game, they're going to be Johnson's going to be something called semi-dissonant. And Clark, because they won the last game, are semi-harmonious. That may or may not mean something. Let's see what happens. Got to pull a card for team chemistry chart. Batter is Post, Tyler Post. It's 1-2. Batting team dissonant. The decider die, which we're going to roll now, says they are not dissonant. Batting team dissonant. 1-2. No. Otherwise, it's a fence check. It's a fence check for Tyler Post. So this is going to tie the ball game. It's going to be extra bases for sure. And that ball is pulled down the line and into the corner. Hustling after it is Ryan Silva. Around to score to tie the game is Sanders, and into second base with a huge 1-out RBI double is Tyler Post. Came through in the clutch. Next is Johnson, Dylan Johnson. Here's the pitch from Payne. And you know what? We're going to walk Dylan Johnson. Intentional walk to Dylan Johnson to put him on first, set up the double play, the potential double play. And we're going to go to Chris Cardona, the shortstop. Oh, that's a foul ball, foul straight back into the parking lot. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-4-5. 3-4-5. Ask me if the catcher's eye or no. Is the batter a good eye? No. 3-4-5. It's a strikeout. Big strikeout number 5 for Jack Payne. That's out number 2. And now it's Josh Keating. Keating is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. But we're going to be in the 3-4-5 in the blue, the right now. And this is where we have to check and see who did what in this game. A home run by the catcher, a single, 1 for 3 by Sanders. Anybody have 2 hits? Yes. Spanley had actually 3 hits, so he's going to be the hot batter. He's not up just yet. Keating had a hit, so he won't be. The cold batter will be Johnson. So Johnson's going to be the cold batter. So we don't have to worry about that. That's about it. Okay, so who's up now? It's Keating, Josh Keating. And here's the pitch from Payne. We're around first and second, 2 out. In the bottom half of the 6th inning in a 3-3 ball game. This is for all the marbles, folks. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-2-5. 1-2-5. Ask me if the pitcher's a struggler. He is not. Patient. Is the batter patient? Oh, he is patient. Josh Keating is patient. 1-2-5. That's a base on balls, but then we're going to look at the umpire. It has a pair of goggles on there. A pair of goggles. So we're going to pull an umpire. We're going to pull the first umpire in a deck. So we don't know what he is because we didn't get a chance to see, so we don't cheat. This game has umpires. We're going to pull a MLB umpire because I don't have any of the local umpires. Jeff Nelson, he's strict. So 1-2-5 asked me to look at 1-2-5. Wait a second. Keating. It had the goggles, whatever it was, had the goggles. Oh, is it patient? Patient, it said, let's see where we were here. Patient base on balls, but then it had a goggle. Yes, there it is, 1-2-5. It had a goggle, which means that you have to look at the 1-2-5. It says questionable or strict umpire, call strike 3. Nelson is semi-strict. Decide or die says yes, and that's a strikeout. So Payne, after allowing a run-scoring double to tie the game, comes back with 2 consecutive strikeouts and retires the side, but not before Johnson ties the game at 3 apiece. We go to the top of the 7th. Go top of the 7th, and we're going to have to change Spanley, make him a hero. He went 3 for 3. So we're going to have to change that. Dylan Johnson and Jeremy Anaya. Jeff Nelson is the home plate umpire. So leading it off is going to be Jeremy Anaya against Dylan Johnson at the top of the 7th. It's a 3-3 ball game here in the deciding game of the playoff game series between Johnson and Clark in 2019, April of 2019. 4-5-6. 4-5-6. Is Anaya patient? He is not. 4-5-6. It's a fly out to center field. One away. It's going to take us to the chemistry chart. So we're going to pull a card. Now up to bat is Ryan Silva. That's a 4-4. 4-4 asks me if pitching team dissonant. The decide or die says, well, that was the last decide or die. Let's know. 4-4, no, they are not. Otherwise, deep fly ball to center field. Back goes the center field. Center fielder Munson to the track, makes a catch. So Silva, after a fifth inning home run, drives one to the track, but is caught there by the center fielder Munson for out number 2. And it's Marcus Cortez. He's 1 for 3. He reached on an error, grounded out, and singled. Here's the pitch from Johnson. It's a 5.66. 5.66. Wild, no. Good eye, foul tip, still at bat. And he is a good eye. Marcus Cortez is a semi-good eye. Decided Die says no. So that's a 5.66. It's a strikeout. That's going to take us to the blue chart. Strikeout number 4 and out number 3 here in the top of the 7th. So we go to bottom of the 7th. 3-3 tie. Jack Payne is still in there. Excuse me. Jack Payne is going to face the right now chart. He's going to face Parker Stanley. Stanley is a hot batter. 1-2-5. Oh, no, it's a 1-1. 1-1. Cold pitcher. Pitcher is not cold. No, otherwise, fly out to shallow right field. It's fly ball to Cortez in right. And that's 1 away. Munson next. Eric Munson. Pitch from Payne. It's a 2.56. .256. Ask me if the pitcher's a struggler. He is not. Champion or patient. He is not. Infield drama. Gotta pull a card. 4.6. Shortstop gold. Shortstop gold, he is not. Otherwise, it's safe on an error. E6, Ian Anthony Silva, who booted it. And that puts Munson, the winning run, on at first base. It's the pitch to Tamez, Dominic Tamez, 4.55. 4.55 flash, he's double flash. That's a strikeout, and Sanders strikes out, and that retires the side. 8 strikeouts for Jack Payne. And that's going to be it for the starting pitchers. Going to have to bring in relief pitchers now. So that's going to be kind of tricky. And we're going to have to continue in part 2 of our game, because we're going to have to look for relief pitchers, go back to the stats, and try to stay as authentic as possible. So we're going to sign off right now. This is CP Cards and Dice signing off. We are replaying the 2019 Game 3 of the playoff game between the Clark varsity and the Johnson varsity. Take care.